Okay, so politics is inhabited by well meaning people, and they all become incredibly respectful when a disease shows its face because they don't want to be cheering a disease or seen relishing in the possibility of another person dying. These are the taboos of politics. These are huge taboos, and everyone seems to have them. I'm not so sure. So I'm going to break them. I want you to start the video right here and see whether you're offended or not. So I'll wait until a minute. So we got 10 seconds to count. But I'm going to do it, and you tell me whether this is offensive, okay? Here we go. Ready? Die, Trump, die, 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 Trump, die, die, Trump, die, Trump, die, die, die. Trump got COVID, now he dies. Die, Trump, die, Trump, die. Thoughts and prayers for death, death, death. Evil dies and then they cry, and now I sigh out my feelings. Die, Trump, die, Trump, die, die, die. So that's 30 seconds of footage of something that most people would be anathema to share with the world. Not just singing. Nobody wants to be seen singing because it's embarrassing. But also, nobody wants to be on the side of disease. Which saves more? And this is the psychopath lesson. Because there's also the thought experiment. If you're on a bridge and there's a very fat person like me, I am one, in front of you, and you see a train coming, and it's a trolley, so you could push the guy over into the train's way, and it would stop the trolley. But if you don't stop it, it's going to kill 5 people down the track. You know this for certainty. But the only people that'll push the guy over are psychopaths. The rest of the populace, when tested, say, I couldn't do it. I couldn't push a guy onto the tracks like that. It's just... And so the question is, aren't psychopaths in that instance more moral than the average human? Shouldn't we all strive to save the most lives? If Trump gets better, won't the lesson to the anti-vaccine, anti-mask, anti-science group, anti-responsible group? That's a group in our country. It's a big group. Anti-vax, anti-responsibility, there's a huge number of them. If Trump lives, which he's likely to, then don't they cause more death by using him as an example of the dear leader that doesn't need science, that doesn't believe in global warming, that doesn't need to because it'll cool down. You watch my words, science isn't right. You don't need a mask. Look at that joker. He's got a huge mask. That guy should, if he's president, die. If he gets this disease, it's such an opportunity to teach a lesson, and that's the problem with me, is I miss the opportunities to teach the lessons that I have for the world. One of them, with proportional response, was I could have taught the lesson to his audience that you should never turn down charity donations when you're having a charity garage sale kind of event. You shouldn't do it. At a charity auction, come what may, sell it. Somebody offers you poop, then design a jar that is thoroughly safe and design a way to take a package and thoroughly clean it in advance of opening it. Get all the germs in order, but then accept the poop. Accept it. You could sell it maybe for a couple bucks just out of, bizarreness. I actually bought some poop on eBay. It was not banned. It was allowed to be sold. And now I've got this piece of poop. Isn't that a novelty? I keep it in this jar, and you're safe being close to this piece of real poop. That's an opportunity to teach a lesson. I could have done that with the N-word, which is a piece of poop. It's a terrible word, and I'll never be proud of it again. But I was proud at the time that I had changed my name to it in honor of Russell Lawrence Lee, a man whose black life did not matter. By the way, do NMH first. Your BLMs come out much better. Anyway, I'm done lecturing, and I think it was a good song bite. You tell me, was that not worth sharing with the world? Because I think that lesson is worth it. Sometimes the disease is better than the cure. If we had a one-person cure, not a vaccine, just a magical miracle, we can save Trump's life, don't you admit, I think you have to admit, that's the fewer people surviving route if you take that route. And the fewer lessons learned route. I just think progress would steamroll people like Trump. We just steamroll them. Progress would allow for the mass casualties of people like Trump, because he is, in a unique way, that despicable. But maybe I'm wrong. Look, check it out. From 1 minute to 1 minute 30 seconds, this video. Is that offensive or is it catchy? And do you feel justified watching it? Do you feel justified supporting it? Because if you do, all I ask is that you like this video and leave a comment. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Goodbye.